Some videos are uploaded for views. This one is uploaded because I never want to forget this day. This footage is from July 2024, my very first powerlifting competition at the North Bengal Men and Women Open Classic SBD. You might be wondering, why upload it now? Because 2 years later, I can finally watch it without being embarrassed. Today, I see one of the biggest learning experiences in my fitness journey. I entered the 74 kg weight class and I looked at the competitors and I saw that most of them were taller, broader, far more muscular than me. And I had only been to the gym for about 3 years. I genuinely questioned whether I belonged on that platform. I was one failed lift away from bombing out of my very first competition. This is how my first competition unfolded. Let's get into it. My first attempt on the squat, this was a no lift. They said the depth wasn't far enough. Like, what happened mainly was your glutes need to go below your knees, and I didn't know about that, and the depth just wasn't strong enough for them, so they declared it as a no lift. Moving on, this was my second attempt, 160 kgs. This was a good lift. Finally, my third attempt, I increased by 5 kilos. I didn't get it because the only explanation I could come up was my morale was down. I lacked the familiarity with the iron plates in the competition. Then we had the bench. I just want to say that the competitors were so fun to compete with. My first attempt, let's check it out. So the arch, the positioning, everything's good. Here is where you'll see the head gets lifted up while I'm pressing, so it's a no lift. So moving on to the second attempt, the head comes off again, the head gets lifted. Like most of you bench press like in the gym like this with your head lifted up, but that's a no-go in a competition. You cannot lift your if you lift your head up from the bench, it's a no lift. Moving on to the third attempt, I did get this one. It was a good one because it was at this point of time that the judge said that you could have increased the weight, but at that point of time I had no confidence in me. My confidence was down. I had like 4 no lifts, and on top of that I was like this close to getting eliminated. Next up was deadlift. Before the competition, we do these warm-up sets before the judge. So I took this judge down and I sat in front of him and I told him to judge me before we went into the competition. Before they even, you see, in competitions you get 3 lifts. So squat, bench and deadlift, both you'll be getting 3 lifts. So 3, 6, 9 lifts in total, and you need to perform your best. Like you need to lift the heaviest that you can in those 3 attempts. So I sat with the judge, and there were 3 other judges also. So I practiced the lockout before the deadlift session. So let's go through it. This was 190 kilos deadlift, and this was easy. This was like good lift. In my second attempt, I think I went up by so my second attempt was 200 kilos. It was difficult, but I got it, and I was pumped. I was actually competing for the 4th spot in deadlift. You'll see, even 200 kilos was like good enough for me. But the whole day we were competing and I was drained. It was a good lift anyways. So this was the 205 kilos deadlift. So what I did was I pressed the bar inside the meaty portion of. See, I lift it up, but I can't hold it because it presses on the meaty part of my wrists, and like the pain was so sharp that I just dropped it. Like I had lifted it up, but then I dropped it suddenly. In total, my lifts came to be 445 kilos. That day taught me something every competitor learns sooner or later. Strength alone is not enough. You also need confidence, composure and experience under pressure. I'm uploading this now because I don't want this part of my journey to stay hidden. If all you ever see are PRs and perfect lifts, you're only seeing half the story. That's it for today. See you in the next one.